Everyone, welcome once again to Books Wale Bhaiya. Today I'll talk about India. And before I start talking about the book, I would like you to take a minute and think, what do you envisage about India, its future? How do you think India will perform or will shape up in the next 10 years or by 2030? Do you think more people will have access to education, to healthcare? Do you think technology will play a more dominant role in the life of every Indian? How do you think India will perform on the economic front? Would we have low growth rates of GDP or a high growth rate of GDP? What role will India play in the international geopolitical arena? Well, if these questions fascinate you and you are looking for answers to these questions, I recommend reading this book, India 2030, Rise of a Rajasic Nation, edited by Gautam Chikramani. Before I start talking about the book, a brief about the author or the editor of this book. Gautam Chikramani is currently the Vice President of Observer Research Foundation, a Delhi-based think tank. He is also an author and has written various books already. And in the past, he has contributed to various newspapers such as Hindustan Times, Indian Express, Financial Express. Coming to the book, most important thing we need to talk here is the title, The Rise of a Rajasic Nation. So what exactly is the Rajasic Nation? Well, Gautam tells us in this book that Rajasic is one of the gunas under Hindu philosophy. It's tamas under the tamasic form of energy. No matter and tamas is defined as indolence, lack of will or inertia. So no matter, he argues that India was a colonized state for centuries and even after independence, it made a not very impressive growth on social and economic parameters. But he argues that now India is entering into the Rajasic mode, which is characterized by action. So he says that India will see more action for solving its problems on the economic and social front. This book has a collection of 20 articles by various thought leaders and experts in respective fields. It covers topics ranging from economy to healthcare to energy security to international geopolitics and even religion and nationalism. And what role will all these factors play in the growth of India in the next 10 years and how India will perform on these parameters. Some of the prominent authors who have contributed to this book are Bibek Debroy, who is a well-known economist, Amish Tripathi, who is a best-selling author and is currently in a diplomatic role with the government of India. We have Abhijit Iyer Mitra, a defense expert. We have Samir Saran, a foreign policy expert. We have Mr. Vikram Sood, who is the ex-head of India's External Intelligence Agency, the Research and Analysis Wing. Reading this book gives you various insights into the various factors affecting the country, and in many articles you get to know several alternate points of view. For example, talking about economy, while everyone is rightly concerned about the growing inequality in India, but the book argues that to ensure that we have less inequality in the future, we first have to make sure that we grow at a very fast pace and reach a certain level of per capita income, and then should start thinking of redistribution for eradicating the inequality. For energy, it says that energy is not just about the fossil fuels or the traditional sources of energy. Renewables are the future, and while India has made certain progress on renewables, especially solar energy, a lot more needs to be done if India wants to be secured in terms of its energy requirements. On education, you get to know very important point of views on the right to education, whether it was a success or a failure. And as you get to know that we are, and as the article, the author argues that India is following the 19th century ways to educate their kids in the 21st century. And the education sector, this book argues, is the need of a complete overhaul. So whatever is being done today is insufficient and not at all practical for the today's world. From energy to and health, again it argues a very important point is that what COVID taught us is that COVID is one problem, but we have several other problems, several other factors, several other diseases such as tuberculosis and other diseases which we have yet not get rid of, and which unfortunately leads to much more deaths per year in India. And what can be done to improve access of health to every Indian. So differing viewpoints from the common mainstream ideas which we read, all of them I would say very practical, very fascinating and very interesting ideas. And as I said, the best part about the book is that it covers not just topics like health, education, but it also covers topics related to nationalism. What will the role of nationalism? Will we see more nationalism in the coming decade? The book argues yes, but all that will be in a positive manner. Is the India's cultural heritage still relevant for the future? What role other than the cultural heritage, for example, science will play, or India's prowess in artificial intelligence will play in this decade? The book answers these questions in a very fascinating, easy to read articles. I personally believe Gautam has done an excellent job in identifying the contributors and in editing and compiling this book. So, if you want to know what India will be like in the next 10 years, my suggestion, go and read this book. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up and stay connected. Subscribe to my channel for updates in the future. Thank you very much.